Hey guys peeps, welcome back to Snail TV. Just bringing it back a little bit. I'm getting so much hype about the go-kart because now we've got it on FUELTECH and everything is all running sensational now. Yeah, the changeover of ECU was just, I should have done it ages ago. But yeah, we finally got it done and it's just, yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, had everyone ask and kept asking what it actually is, this and that. So I thought I'll just go around again and just show you guys all exactly what I've done, how I did it, and exactly what it's actually running and what it's got. So come with me and I'll show you what's the deal about it. So. Alright guys, so as you know, Hayabus go-kart. Alright, this was about it's probably about a year and a half old now. Just a couple of few changes that we've done over the time has been, yeah, pretty awesome and always for the best. Alright, so let's get into the standard thing of the actual go-kart frame itself. The actual frame itself is a Swiss hutless frame. You can see there. Alright, so it's an old school frame. So this is like a early 1990s frame. It could have actually even been an 80s frame. Then what we had done, we had extended the frame. So around about this point here, it's been extended around about, I think it's like 400 mil, 500 mil. Then we've double frame railed it and put one over the front as well, just to keep everything all solid there. Alright, so that was my first bit there to get it done. Yeah, putting the Hayabus motor, I actually didn't realise actually how, it's not massive as such, but I didn't realise how much bigger it is than the standard engines themselves. So that's what we done first, Hayabus motor, and at that stage I knew I was going to actually turbocharge it, so that was just the no-brainer. So I just quickly opted for the best one, and TO4Z turbocharger. Alright, and yeah, a big 50mm wastegate on the top there. So once we had done that, the position of the intercooler needed to be intercooled. I always wanted to make more horsepower, and that was positioned over this side. This is a BA XR6 turbo intercooler, and it's had the top cut off and switched around just for the proper plenum placement. All V-band interlocks there that we've got with the clamps, and I made my own little tiny top plenum intake pipe, whatever you want to call it, because these are ITBs. Alright, that's where we'd started off. Alright, now to continue, go around the back here. I'll show you some more stuff around here. This is a Honda Civic radiator. I tend to use most radiators exactly the same on that build over there, and a couple of other builds. Yeah, the Honda Civic radiators, they just yeah, they do a great job. Really cheap, 12-inch thermofan there. Keeps the temperatures of this Hayabusa just amazing. Never gets hot. Yeah, it's actually gave me no griefs at all so far, which is good. We actually are running a oil cooler on the side here as well. We've also, if you can see inside, 3 high flow computer fans there. So that's all the cooling part of the Hayabusa itself. Alright, and the turbocharger side of it. So now we also do have 650 cc injectors there on this thing. This thing is actually running methanol. So they would almost be borderline, like pretty close to maxed out. Very close, but we'll see, we're going pretty well so far. So methanol fuel, that's the fuel tank here at the front. Alright, so you can see the big pipe, alright, that there gets filled with fuel, and fuel pump goes on the side here. Always run Raceworks fittings, guys. All right, so it's an 044 Raceworks style fuel pump, and that fuel feeds the fuel to the actual Hayabusa go-kart. Turbo Smart fuel rig. All right, the FP 800. Okay, always use the best, try to use the best of the best if I could. That's makes everything a lot easier. Now, as you can see, we do have the 2 Sneaky Pete's nitrous bottles here. This actually has not been used yet, so we're running into a massive big solenoid there and we're actually running it direct port. So I think that was my best way that I wanted to run it, and it looks nicer, it looks neater, it looks meaner. You know, that was my ultimate goal. To bleed out the air, you've got to have a purge valve somewhere. And I ultimate for to, instead of wasting the purge, put the purge on the actual intercooler spray itself. So if it's purging out, then it actually is doing another thing as well, is to actually cool down the intercooler, and I can just spray the intercooler as well if I ever need it. So that's yeah, serving 2 purposes there, so that's good. Now a little bit more about the kart here, guys. We are running all 4 brakes. So the rear one is a Tony Kart rear brake, OTR, sorry, and that there controls because it's a solid axle on the rear like most go-karts, and also front we are running both independent brakes on the front as well. So this thing here stops real good. Going down into gears is it does help it a lot, but also the brakes yeah, are awesome. Clutch, we have clutch pedal here, we have brake, clutch there in the middle, underneath it, and accelerator on this side. So once clutch gets activated, also activate this little switch here, all right, limit switch, and that there activates the 2-step. So we can yeah, be popping flames and getting up onto boost, and yeah, leave with boost on the line. Not that it needs it, guys, because this thing is yeah, pretty fiery on the takeoff and on the drive. So yeah, a little bit more about it, guys. So everything else was running, it had been running before, and yeah, it was really good. Then we optimized to get a new ECU for it. So the change was, now one of my sponsors up there, guys, is FUELTECH Engine Management Systems. All right, and that's what we have right here. So we have the FT450 and also the nano wideband right there. Okay, so to turn this on, guys, all we simply do is one switch is the main battery cutoff switch. Turns everything on. All right, and as you can see, everything working so far. I might be down low on fuel at the moment, but we'll see how we go. Okay, and simple. This thing's very simple. All right, we have everything all good here. Now, I just want to show you a couple of things because I'm just amazed of how good the actual FUELTECH ECUs are. So these have a lot of outputs and a lot of fancy things that they can do. Best fancy thing, we have these electric jacks that we put on later on, and they are awesome at the track because we can have this thing off the floor. All right, and yeah, we can do some, you know, actually put it into gear, have it wheel spinnings, and make sure it all selects gears, and just check everything, guys. It's just, yeah, a lot safer doing it that way than it is actually having it on the ground. All right, so back to the ECU here, guys. The output. So the actual screen itself is touchscreen, which is a yeah, just a mind-blowing thing itself. We have 2 outputs here on the side, output 1, output 2, and what they control is the actual jacks themselves. So, all right. And the back ones are going up as well. Back ones are tiny little bit, they're a bit more meatier than the front ones because we have more weight in the back. All right, and that's that one. So we turn that one off because they're a latched switch, okay, and we can put it back up by just pressing it like that. wasn't off the ground there. We're a little bit crooked at the moment. All right, so they're all four on now, and she's pretty solid. So yeah, and everything like that. So we can just turn that one off. Now this is the cool thing about this thing. All right, guys. So to start this thing up, guys, it's just straight up touch button. All right, I have to talk a bit louder now, guys, because it's now starting up. Now, as you can see, all the fighter is all working, everything like that. Yeah, and this thing is just a quick flip of the accelerator. of fuel, so that's why I couldn't do anything, guys. Yeah, pump was almost screaming at me. So yeah, that's how we have it, guys. Hope you like it. I'm going to be taking it down to the track very, very soon, and just letting you guys all know about it, because yeah, everyone just keeps coming up on it. This is the yeah, probably one of the craziest builds on the channel, and yeah, I've forever in love with it. That's all. All right, guys, so we'll be soon hitting the track in this thing. Yeah, it's an animal and it's so hard to get to a track. That's the only thing. I've been to a couple, only just simple go-kart tracks. The worst thing is theoretically it is not really a go-kart anymore. You pretty much have to call it either a supercar, or yeah, a mini fast car. Like it's hard to actually call it something. It's just too fast for a go-kart track. But it actually will make it go out there, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just what it is, guys. It's just hard to take it out anywhere. Taking it out on the road is just too loud. Yeah, it gets attention everywhere it goes. But yeah, we still try to enjoy it as much as we can. I still try to just maintain it, just make sure. As I did say, it is running pretty much the best of the best. It's got everything on it, so you know, not including, you know, the things like the jacks and stuff. They're just all, you know, little things. But you know, a Hayabus turbocharged TO4Z on methanol with nitrous there. Theoretically, you can't really get much better than that in a go-kart. So yeah, really love the build on this thing. It took me all up around about that 6 months to build this thing, give or take there. We had a few troubles with the old ECU, getting it getting it started and getting it on firing all four cylinders. But this new ECU, the FUELTECH, guys, I can't tell you guys how much yeah, I praise that stuff enough. You just put it on, it gets running, and it yeah, it properly runs it. As I did say about the features of the FUELTECH, yeah, it is just nothing but good vibes. So I've said a lot of it in my videos, the FUELTECH, and thanks very much to Nathaniel from FUELTECH Australia for helping me out with this. I do also have a FUELTECH on the Hayabus motorcycle that I have behind me, my personal motorcycle. Same thing, guys. You put it on, you run it, you start it, and it just, yeah, the features are there. It just runs it and it makes it start so nice, just like a brand new car, brand new bike, you know. But now you've got, you know, a lot more horsepower, and yeah, you can actually have more features. So well, to that there, guys, thank you very much for everyone to subscribing to the channel or very new to the channel. I hope you like all the new builds. Scroll back to the old videos there, guys. We've got a lot of old builds. Yeah, we did have a lot of other things as well, but a few things have gone from the channel now. But yeah, we are just, you know, tinkering around and making things run. The next up, I did say on the last episode as well, on the last video, is the half a booster. We also have a half a booster. We call that because it's only a 650, half of a 1300. That is also turbocharged, a little bit smaller turbocharged size, you know, because it is smaller an engine. But we are now saving our pennies up to also grab our FUELTECH on that. So I am hoping within the next couple of weeks I can, yeah, smash out my piggy bank and yeah, go purchase another FUELTECH ECU and make that thing roar to life again. So I just cannot wait. That thing is going to be mental as well. It is totally different riding experience because you're sort of not driving it, you are riding it. It's totally different to everything. So yeah, so look out for that video as well, guys, because that's going to be absolutely amazing. And go out and check out the cars as well. So I've got two Honda Civics there, 1976 Honda Civics. One is a full-blown drag car, so you know, I'll not be driving out the road. 2,000 horsepower, that's what we're going for. 2JZ, grout-filled block, GD55 turbo, Liberty air shifted. You know, all the B's and E's, that's going to be on that. That will be definitely having a FUELTECH as well later on. And our biggest one at the moment is probably definitely the Roll Racer. We also have a Roll Racing, another Honda Civic, 76 Civic as well. That thing there is just for roll racing. It's got a K20 All right, twin turbo, supercharged. Okay, if you don't believe me, same thing, scroll down to the pages, go see it. And also we have a crazy motorcycle on the page as well, guys. CBR 1000, rip that out. K24 in that thing. Yes, it does have a car engine in it. Big, massive GT47 turbocharger. 1000 horsepower turbo, guys. Well, it's 1200 horsepower turbo. Going for 1000 horsepower out that rear wheel. That's what we're going for, all right? Big water to air intercooler on the other side. Nice plenum. Everything's all custom made by myself, guys. Everything you see here is all custom made by myself. Yeah, just little things like that. We have one of the loudest, guys, we have one of the loudest stereos in our workshop everywhere. So go check out that as well. Go check out everything on the page. But any more questions, guys, please hit me up. Yeah, as I did say, I try to get you as much as possible. It is an old school frame, guys, but yeah, as long as it's not rusted out, you'll be, you know, go do it yourself, go make yourself some crazy projects. So yeah, as that is just the one thing awesome to drive around in. It starts up, it drives, it's just so easy, it's so simple, you know. We've got a small car park out here, and you know, we just take it for a little drive here and there. And that's about it, really. You know, not doing anything crazy or stupid, but it's good to get them out and just to get, you know, get it warmed up and get everything running into it. But thanks very much, guys, for all the new subscribers, and also, yeah, everyone welcome aboard. Snail TV, guys, this is where it's at. And yeah, I hope to see you guys very soon, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Sip.